What's up, you guys? We're out here in Billings, Montana, testing out the one, the only Josh Hills YZ850 custom hill climb bike. I cannot wait to get some more seat time on this thing, go rip some hills, and do a little review for you guys. Let's go out and ride this thing. So with this bike, this thing looks stock as heck. It's crazy that this thing has a street bike engine in it and it looks like a dirt bike. That is always the goal, and this thing is such a sweet build from Elevated Action Sports. Matt Musgrove absolutely did an awesome job on this frame. Josh Hill supplied the Yamaha parts. As you can see, it's all of his plastics, and then they did their thing. They built this thing to where it's comfortable and dialed in for Josh and just for anybody that's going to be riding this bike. It's got Josh Hill's suspension on this thing to his spec. I'm sure there's some really cool parts in there. Other than that, it's got his full setup with this bike, so I really don't know what to expect with what he's got set up with this thing, so let's go out and ride this thing. Man, this thing's so fun. It's so light and nimble. It's literally like riding a 125 or 250 on a track. If you're comparing it to like a 450, it feels like that in the open bike world of things too. But unfortunately, the conditions are really bad right now. It's super dry, middle of July, so it's just no bueno on that side of things. But yeah, just the hardest part for me, I was just fighting to find traction with this thing. Obviously, with conditions being this dry, I mean, we only have what we can work with, which is kind of staying in the grass to find some more traction. But this thing felt like it was dancing all over the place. But just a fun bike to ride. I definitely want to get some more time on it and maybe figure out a little bit of gearing on it, just to kind of maybe see if we can get it to, you know, settle down a little bit more throughout the power range, the power curve where it hits, just so it doesn't light up the rear so hard, so quick. But dude, this bike is it's so light. Like, I feel like I can just throw this thing around anywhere. It's awesome. Yeah, we had a good test night on it. Got some seat time on it, and unfortunately had a fuel problem issue going on. I don't really know what's going on with it yet, but I noticed that from the injectors, I don't know if it's coming up from the tank or something, but there's just fuel everywhere, all over the injectors and stuff, and it was pouring out everywhere on the sides and everything. So yeah, there's definitely a fuel leak issue or something going on, but we'll get that all worked out and hopefully go ride this thing again here soon. But other than that, this bike is an absolute blast. Like, I feel like I can even trail ride this thing around anywhere, and it just handles really well, and suspension's great, and just all around, man, this is I'm really impressed for this thing, for an open bike. Power, handling, dude, it's just a solid bike all around. I'm really excited to get some more time on this thing and go race this thing in 2 weeks as the Great American, last weekend in July, and try to go win that sucker for the 6th time. So I'm hoping this girl can do it.